So time for a little bit of change. If you've been watching my channel here recently, you know I'm growing out my beard for 3 months and using some supplements for the first time. And along with that's coming a bigger mustache, and it's longer than I've had it in about a year or so, but it's starting to become overgrown a little bit. It's starting to become its own separate thing. So what we're going to do today is we are going to give it a little bit of trim and shape and kind of sculpting out and maybe turning it into a handlebar type of mustache. So definitely a separate mustache. It's going to lay on top of the beard, and we're going to go from this to this. So as you see, we've got some more separation here. I don't like full handlebars, and it wasn't long enough anyway, but you start to see a separated mustache with some more shape to it. So I'm going to walk you through the steps, kind of show you what I did and some of my rationale behind it and some things to consider. So here we go, ultimate close-up stuff here. So I'm not looking forward to this, but you can see it's just kind of, the mustache is there. It's kind of blended into my beard, but it's starting to become overgrown, as you can see. So one of the hardest parts is you really have to take an emphasis away from like the goatee area. And so there's some places that hang down for me that you're going to see in just a second. And by the way, the best two tools you have are your fingertips, your two hands. So it's like, okay, I start to twist it out. It's always down with the top and then kind of under and out to the side with your thumbs. And I got a mess there in the middle. I'm going to clean up the trash is what I call it in the middle in just a minute. But you can see right there, that part is the part that needs to come off because it's part of my, kind of like my goatee area, and right out to the sides, I've got weaker spots. So it's kind of like my mustache is mustache hairs, but it's not exactly where I want my mustache to be, where they're attached. So I'm just going to go through and make everything through here like flat or all one spot instead of poking out, if you will. So just taking those little extension hairs off the mustache, and they're usually a different color, but you can tell they don't quite blend into the beard, at least for me, because of my growth patterns and where I have weaker spots and those kind of things. So what that's going to allow that mustache to do is going to lay on top of that area of the beard. So the same thing there on the other side. And to me, that's the most important step, for at least for me. I don't know how that works for you guys, but that really is going to allow you to grab a hold of just the mustache and not grab what you consider beard hair. So you have to do a little bit of definition around it. All right, I see some guys want to, when they comb their mustache, they go straight out to the sides. What you really want to do is to come down and sweep. Sometimes I do go right to the sides there in the middle, trying to figure out where the split is because my mustache wants to grow the wrong way. All right, so now I'm taking a little bit off of the what's on the edge of what's now my handlebars, I guess. But I had some that were really long and then some that weren't because I was using a clipper with the downward just to cover, do the contour, the shape of my face. So now when I separated, I had some that were too long, and now I'm going up and just shaping the bottom of my mustache a little bit. If you're growing it out, you may want to be careful not to do that quite as much, but I know how my mustache grows. I had this style mustache for like 2 years at least. So I'm getting the handlebars really short because they'll grow really fast. And then I am trimming the bottom of my mustache. It's going to allow some of the stuff at the top to catch up because really haven't been growing this but a few weeks as far as what I normally have, which is just a regular kind of clipper mustache. So I'm just cleaning out the trash, following the contour, kind of creating the shape. And you'll see me do a little bit more in the middle, go up a little bit higher, kind of make a triangle, a little fishtail, some people call it. And sometimes I go all the way up and try to get complete separation, but I'm not now because I'm not exactly sure which hairs I can get to go the right direction and which ones I can't. And I'm just checking the edges. I think I've got one side shorter than the other. And what'll happen on that initial cut is you'll be fine, and then you'll grab it again and try to mess with your handlebars, and you'll find a few more little straggler hairs that should come off. And a lot of times what you can do is you can pull up the handlebar and kind of comb the part underneath, or even maybe put some balm or something underneath just to hold the correct hairs in place. And then that'll allow that mustache to lay on top a little bit better, and you can figure out which hairs might need to be trimmed and which ones to leave. And now, because of this new shape mustache, I want it to be the most the eye-catching part is I don't want it to blend into my beard. So probably what I should have done was to lower my cheek line. I actually like having the cheek line a little bit lower with a separate mustache to go right to the corner of my lip. But before, I was having it try to be all the way to the top of my mustache. So all of this area was, supposedly where my cheek line is. I've got some weak spots on that. But with a separate mustache, I like really going to my corner of my mouth. That'll allow you even more separation, allow you to see the top of that mustache. You can see those handlebars a little bit more. Gives you a little more definition and a little more pop to that mustache. So when in doubt, just trim from the bottom and don't trim anything else. And then, like I said, just getting the separation of extended mustache hairs that really you don't want to be part of your mustache. It's kind of in the way of you getting the separated look. You kind of have to trim those back a little bit. And what that allows you to do is, instead of having like a face-shaped beard, now you've got more of a flat look all the way through instead of just the rounded look. And then you have the mustache lays on top. And then I'm trying some mustache wax for the first time in a long time. This is from Beard Shack. I'm doing some review of their products coming up. And most of the time, it's a high concentration of beeswax, and it depends on how hard it is. I'll probably be doing some more videos on some mustache wax here over the next month or two as I have this bigger mustache. But most of the time, you want just a little spot, like a grain of rice. You can get one or two of them and just you warm it up in your fingers as best you can. Now, this particular mustache wax has beeswax, but also has some pine tar in it, so it makes it just a little bit more sticky. So it's kind of good and bad in a way on my first pass through. Is it's really good to stick and coat your entire mustache with it and kind of brush it in. It feels really good, but it is a little bit sticky in the fingers. And some of you's got so much beeswax, you just have to use a hair dryer and stuff. I don't really want that style. I'm not looking for a wet look or a really super crispy mustache. I just want that natural sweeping shape to it. And you can see it's all about how you shape it with your fingers. So it's down with your fingers on the top, and then your thumb is at the same time is rolling. You're kind of creating a tunnel of no trouble. If you keep it like that and you keep the area in between a little bit higher and not so much trash in the middle, because I can't get some of those little stunted hairs, they won't actually separate. So it gives you a little bit more clearance, and it just kind of sweeps down out to the side. And I don't have any trouble eating with it unless I, go to eat like a big cone of ice cream or something like that. And I'll get it on my mustache. But other than that, I don't have any trouble. Sometimes salad. Those seems to be the two that I'll make a mess with sometimes. All right, guys, that's pretty much it. So as you can see, let me get the lights at the right angle here. The studio lights look better than the bathroom lights for sure. But you can see what it looks like. And then if it looks a little bit sparse around it, my mustache will grow back out. And so with the other pieces, but I usually have to do a little trim around where my mustache is. Really helps me get the better definition, allows me to grab it, allows me to shape it with my fingers. So once again, you're going down with the front, and then at the same time, my thumb's going out to the side and rolling it kind of down and under. And yeah, you'll get some hairs that'll kind of poke out and that kind of thing, and you can trim them occasionally. All right, and then you can put the mustache on, put the mustache wax on, and then you can come back with the heat. Sometimes we can help you get a little bit better shape to it. And just play around with it, all right? Just one more thing that you can experiment around with it is the shape of your mustache. So let me know what you think. If you've been following my channel for a long time, you are kind of familiar with that particular look. Haven't had it in a while. I don't know if my wife is going to be too happy about it, but we're going to keep it for a couple months. But keep looking for more videos here, maybe about your mustache, and let me know if you have any questions. And as always, I appreciate you guys watching, and we'll see you soon.